Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So we're going to do a read for the second half of October already, and I'm thrilled to do this for you. This is going to be a general read, so if you're looking for a personal read, tapping into your own personal energies, go to The Guided Intuitive up here or my description box, all right? So what we're going to do is, because this is a love read for the bi-weeklies, I'm going to pull a card for self-love for you. And I did that in the first half of October for my bi-weeklies as well. So if you want to compare, the first 2 weeks to the second 2 weeks, you can see if you got the same card. You do want to check that other video out, So whether it's your sun rising, moon, Venus, just do keep that in mind, okay? So let's see what's in store for you here and what wants to come out for you as it relates to self-love, and then we'll jump into the main read, which is you and who. Of course, that who could be a friend, family member, boyfriend, girlfriend, even a person of interest, or just one side of a situation or another, okay? All right, so let's jump into this, and I'm going to use that same deck so you can easily distinguish what card you got at the first half of the month, all right? All right, so here we go. What's important for Aqua to know in the second half of October? Let's see what's important. What do we get? Whoa. Okay, so we got address your addictions. So some of you, and addictions don't have to be just, the mainstream, alcohol, that type of thing, drugs, sex, whatever the case may be. This can have to do with limiting beliefs, negative emotions that might be holding you back in life. Maybe it's an old template from the past, and being able to actually address now at the current state that you're at the current age and stage, that you're at, and kind of, see things from a different perspective and think, oh my gosh, that's why that's repeating all the time, right? So some of you, that is the case. So very interesting. So addressing your addictions is coming to play here. And this is the interesting thing too. I'm going to pull another card to see what wants to come up. But for some of you, as it relates to love, it could be that you might be seeing the same pattern over and over and over. And you're finally realizing, whoa, I need to stop. I need to look at this, and I really need to listen to what my heart is telling me here. But that's exactly what I see here. Wow. Okay. So that's what I see. There's no number on this card, so it doesn't really say anything in terms of that. But I think what's really, really clear is that, just really focusing on addressing any sort of addiction that might be holding you back in any way, shape, or form. Okay. Even could be overspending, shopping, gambling, even worrying or gossiping could be of the sort too, guys. Okay. So, a lot of times we all get into some sort of negative behaviors, okay? But, and sometimes we can lose our peace of mind. And what happens is that it can cost us incredibly. It can cost us a relationship. It can cost us, it can cost us, our home. It can get really deep. So that's why this is saying is that it's time to recognize any sort of indulgences that you're doing right now that might be holding you back, and have the courage and discipline and to overcome them and pray to your higher self as well, really pray from your highest self and asking for assistance from your source or whatever that is for you, okay? So it's a wake-up call to identify that, to really break through, okay? Because the universe is working with you and wants to help you in this process. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull and see what, for some of you, what that is in terms of the addiction that wants to come up, okay? In fact, I'm going to use this card because this would actually give me a better idea, I think. I'm going to use a numerology card. I'm going to find out what it is real quick, guys, so you can focus on that, because for whatever reason, it's showing up now in terms of your self-love and self-care that needs to come through. Now, some of you, it has to do with parenting. Now that's not just parenting a child or any thing of the sort, okay? And even your fur babies or babies, whatever that case may be. But this is about the parenting that you had as a child. This wants you to do a double check in that, because it has to do with some sort of communication, which is the blue color there, which is that throat chakra, as well as the yellow chakra that has to do with the confidence, the I am of the solar plexus color. So you can see that that communication has shaken your confidence here. And so it is about some sort of parenting of some sort that, maybe perhaps was standing in the way of something just really, of your love life. It's a 9 card, which tells me it's coming to fruition. So it's telling me that you're right on the edge of this. So for some of you, you've been working on this. And for those of you who aren't, this is a reminder, it's coming up again in terms of self-love, okay? So some of you needed to hear that. So I'm gonna put this aside and we're gonna go ahead and focus and jump back to the major read, but hopefully that was a message for some of you. Note your comments below, drop your girl a like, and if some of you are having issues with that, do check out a discovery session up here that allows some one-on-one time for us to get to know you and then make a recommendation if it's affecting a relationship, if it's affecting, perhaps, your work or just your life, okay? So do check it out. If we're a good match, we'll make a recommendation and invite you into one of our programs or packages, okay? All right, so let's jump into this. I am going to use, I'll use the Light Seer Tarot. Let's go ahead and use that for you, Aqua. Let's see what's coming through, where you're at right now. Let's take a look at where you're at right now, all right? Let's take a look what wants to come into play for you here. I'm just going to turn this down. I don't want anything to really kind of come up here that's not necessary. Okay, all right, so let's take a look at what this is for you. Where are you at right now, Aqua? All right, here it goes. All right, what wants to come out for Aquarius for the second half of October? What is it that you need to know, be aware of? Okay, what do we get? 8 of Swords. We got the 8 of Swords, and then we've got the Page of Cups, and then the Ace of Cups, okay? So this is about releasing yourself, and it could be of that of which we just talked about, that 8 of Swords, being imprisoned, right? That's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type, energy. And you can see that, she's kind of feels imprisoned, right? It's kind of like she almost feels like in sort of some sort of like a tight, you know what I mean? Just kind of like you feel tight, like you're being strangled of some sort. And what this is saying is that this is something that you can overcome, that this is something that's going to take some work, but you can release this. It's time to release it and no longer put the blindfold on it, but take that blindfold off. It's like a person that's seeing this from the past and sees this now. And this is what I love about this, because 8s are about change. And so there's a change of perspective. It's like she's looking at this and seeing herself of that vision of perhaps that had to do with some sort of parenting from, years ago of some sort. But this is what's standing in the way. So right now is some sort of imprisonment here. The next card I get is a Page of Cups. So this could be a message, okay? This could be a message, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, of something, coming through in terms of a love offer. Person might look like this, as well. What this is saying is that this person is really thinking in terms of taking a step forward or not, okay? But this is what I say, you might be getting a message from someone as it relates to love, okay? You see here, love, okay? And if for you, it's like almost feel that you were just, really focusing on moving forward and focusing on you, but there is a message that's coming through, which is an opportunity, which is that Ace of Cups. This is an opportunity for love, intimacy, compassion, right? And it's like about love that warms your heart. Now there's communication, which is that blue color. Again, we've got that throat chakra coming out, right? And this is bringing some sort of warmth, right? It's like that's what I kind of feel here. So it was something that you highly revered, and I really believe that there is an opportunity for a brand new beginning here, okay? What is going to help you in this? What is this imprisonment here that is important for you to be aware of? What is it, okay? Let's take a look at what that is, what wants to come through for you. Surrender to setting limits, okay? This is about when you have had enough and the hand goes up, right? So this is about adversity and change, right? It's some sort of adversity, something that's standing in the way that it's like it's blocking you, that you're saying, hey, no more, okay? So for some of you, you could be thinking that, because this is saying that no is a complete sentence, all right? So for some of you, it's about setting some healthy boundaries that have kept you imprisoned and kept you away from the love that you want, is just, it's what you want. It's basically saying that expressing your needs in a relationship or situation is going to be very important. So if you haven't been doing that, this is what it's talking about, is that this is your needs, okay? That's going to be very important. So some of you, it's doing that. So note your comments below. I'd love to know, all right? And then what's going to help you in this process? What can help you in this process? Let's take a look at what that is. What can help you in this process? leadership. Someone's got to take the leadership role here, okay? So if you're involved in a relationship or situation, this is saying to take that lead. This is a 81 card that reduces to a 9. It's time to step it up, okay? So it's time to step up and be the leader in your own life and make the change, right? So that comes with setting limits and setting some healthy boundaries. And this has to do with the sacral chakra, that all things having to do with the body, that actually this is also the root chakra that's having to do with your foundation, right, at the base of the spine, where all the other chakras balance upon. So it has to do with your body and your foundation, that it's time for you to take leadership, because it's affecting that. It's affecting your body and it's affecting your foundation. In terms of a relationship situation, whatever's brought you to my channel. Okay. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the person on the other side, Aqua. Okay. Let's take a look at the other person over here. What is going on with them? Okay, let's take a look. All right, 3 cards give us. What do we have here? The Hangman. What else wants to come through here? The 4 of Pentacles, right? And then what else do we have? One more card. One more card for the second half of. I got too many cards that flipped over, so guys, I'm not going to take them. I'm just going to take them and move them over. Let's take a look. Sorry, guys. Must be a neighbor's dog or something coming through. Okay, all right, so let's do this again. Well, this wants to come out, so I'm gonna let it. What is this? Oh, dang, guys, Devil card, okay. So, all right, so for some of you, this is what it is. So we've got the Hangman, the Devil, and the 4 of Pentacles, all right? So, this other person on the other side is going through, kind of upside down a little bit. Right now, it's kind of like they're at this opportunity where they are looking at things and trying to gain some sort of perspective as why something went upside down, why something went awry, okay? So that's what I feel for them. They're kind of looking at things from a different perspective right now from the situation. And of course, then I get the 4 of Pentacles, because what they're trying to do is to focus on their stability right now. So this is about the stability and being enlightened on what it's going to take. What does stability look like for them in their life? And when you really come down to it, guys, when you boil down to it, I always believe that the only stability you have is the stability in yourself, that everything's going to be okay, and that is this knowing inside you. It's not money, it's not love, it's not anything. It starts with you, all right? And that's what I feel, and that's what this is talking about. The stability. Her look on her face is that I know that whatever happens, I'm going to be okay. And if you can hold and have that belief and really have that unwavering belief in that and faith in yourself in that, things just happen to go very, very well, okay? So this is about focusing on their stability, right? So whatever it is, they're looking at things from a different perspective, as it pertains to the stability of a situation, of a relationship of some sort. So that's kind of what I see what's going on here. Wow. And then I get the Devil energy, which, is Capricorn type energy. But what this talks about to me is this is all about not being a puppet, being held to someone's strings. And that's why I said that leadership role is going to be so important for you, is because they're kind of like playing the puppet. And I feel that you might be dealing with a Capricorn for some of you, okay? Or just that energy that is happening in the dynamic of the relationship, where there needs to be some healthy boundaries here, okay? So that's what I feel here. It's like no more being a puppet to this. I'm going to say no and put a halt to this and make some positive changes, whether it's for this relationship, within it or getting out of it. Okay, so that's what's going to be important. So this person on the other side is, that's kind of what I feel here. I am going to pull something in terms of this Hangman position. What are they surrendering to here? What is it that they're surrendering to here? That they're trying to surrender here to, okay? I really feel that there is a new opportunity for a beginning, because this reduces to a 6 card, and it's a birthing of something new. So I think they're kind of letting go of that type of behavior, and they're looking at things of how they actually were operating, okay? It could be the case, okay? Let's see, what is it that they are trying to get enlightened of in the Hangman position here? What is that? Surrendering to their intuition, okay? So this is about really looking closely in terms of their gut instincts on turning and being aware of their gut feelings and knowings and things like that, and their aha moments that's going to help guide them to operate in a better way. This is really interesting, guys. I'm going to pull a numerology card because I want to see what wants to come out. But yeah, I kind of feel like they have been enticed. They have been maybe perhaps a puppet in someone else's life and learned that, and so now they have adopted that, and they have to look at this and how it's affecting their security and relationships and situations, right? So it's about, focusing on their intuition to let them, that guide them. What else? A new beginning. Yeah, I kind of felt that that was a birthing, because that 6 card was prominent. There was a reason why I brought that up. Is they're no longer going to serve as that, and it's an opportunity for a brand new beginning. See, they get a new beginning, you get a leadership, right? And the beauty of this is coming to fruition, and this person is there, and they both run this. Let's focus on the sacral chakra and the root chakra, both. There is some mirroring happening here, but this is really beautiful. Okay. But that's what I see here. So very, very interesting. Okay, guys, let's take a look at, what is important to know about this relationship or situation. What's important to know about this? What is it that you need to know about the relationship or situation? King of Cups, Queen of Swords, and Two of Cups. So this is about, what you need to know is that this is the King of Cups is about balancing emotions. Okay, so that's what we get here, especially pertaining to love. He's balancing things out. He's the epitome of balancing and knowing how to gain the equilibrium, right? Now, the next card that I get is the Queen of Swords, okay? So this is she is very intuitive, and she's looking at things as in terms of what she wants in her life, the boundaries that she needs to create, and what is going to be kind of the flag of freedom to get her there, okay? So that's what I feel here. She's pondering, she's trying to get a broader point of view, right? And I also feel that, this is all about, just really looking at what she wants in her life and what she's going to put up with and what she won't, okay? So that's what I feel, and especially as it pertains to love and a partnership. So this is the Two of Cups. This is beautiful, guys. This talks about, an opportunity for love, intimacy. It's really, really beautiful. So I love seeing this, guys, because this tells me there's some sort of partnership that's coming along the way, okay? So Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces type energy. So this could be that, after balancing emotions, that you're kind of seeing where you stand, all right? And and really kind of seeing which way that you want to move forward. So there is going to be an offer of love here. I get cups energy and air energy. So I get air and water that's coming through here. It could be that you both are kind of trying to balance things out. You could be, the other person might have water in their chart, and then I really feel that this is you, and it's kind of like you're looking at this and saying, how can this work? And really both taking a time out is really what I feel, okay? How do they feel about you? I just want to take a look at how it is that they feel about you. Let's take a look at what that looks like. How is it that they feel about you? What does that look like? Let's take a look. What does that look like for you? What is it? Ooh, guys, I got unrequited love. There's not enough chemistry or attraction in this union. Well, and I think the biggest part about it, for some of you that could be the case, tell me a little bit more about this unrequited love. I am going to pull a card on this, a different card on this, unrequited love. Tell me a little bit about this, because, it's this on and off again type stuff is not working. What is it? Enjoy the journey, okay? So the fun is getting there. This is about, really acknowledging the progress that you're making right now. Some of you've had to leave a situation. There's luggage there, right? So some of you, it could have been the case. But this is about, time to travel, time to take a mental vacation, if not a physical vacation for some of you, okay? Enjoy the journey, okay? So the unrequited love is the saying, enjoy the journey. And what do we get? Mayhem. This is about manifestation is currently happening right now, okay? This is that, it could be that a past wound was affecting your spiritual growth, and so this is changing for you now. This is saying, hang tight, it's changing because manifestation is happening. So be careful what you manifest, guys, because you might just get it, okay? So be careful of that, all right? How else do they feel about you? What else wants to come through here, okay? Let's take a look at what else. How else do they feel about you? Just curious. I want to kind of clarify that. Make the effort. Great love is taking the steps, of what it is that you want. For some of you, it's about taking that next step, guys. It is, all right? So once you kind of realize where you're at, it's about taking that next step, okay? And anything else, trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay? I've been getting this a lot in your cards, guys. So if this is what you want, it's about having faith, creating stronger boundaries, and making sure that that's being able to be workable by both parties here. The other side for this other person, how do you feel about them? How do you feel about them? Let's just kind of take a look what that is. Finances and career. So right now you might be focusing on finances, career, and that might be affecting things. So that's kind of what you're focusing on right now. You're getting that groundedness together. You know what I mean? And taking leadership of your own life. Anything else? New love. There's a new person that stirred your romantic interest. There could be someone new that's going to be coming in your path. I'm just saying you might have a choice here. All right. And so anything else? Very soon. Just like I said, guys, clearly decide what you want, because whatever it is that you want is going to come through, and you've got a choice. Okay. So that's that's what seems to be coming up. What's overall advice for you in terms of the Love Oracle? What you need to what's important for you to know by the end of the month? Okay, what is it that you need to know for the last 2 weeks of October? Okay, here it is. What do you need to know about love? Here it is. Look deep within your heart, and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Okay. So guys, wow. So you could have someone that feels like that with you. Now this could be spirit. So for some of you, if that's spirit, let's take a look at there's another card that wants to come out. Let's look at one more. Okay. Just in case. Balance. We got this a lot, guys. Love is not always about agreeing for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that supports and challenges you. So don't think that just because there's a challenge that you got to throw in the baby with the bathwater. Okay. So there you go, guys. I hope this resonates with you. I'm sending you lots of love. Drop your girl a like, note your comments below, and I look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, namaste.